Hey, hello everyone. My name is Dennis, and I'm one of the founders of Mem.ai, the world's first self-organizing workspace. So before I tell you what that means, I have a question for you art buffs out there. And the question is, I was walking down the street the other day, and in the corner of my eye, I saw a painting that caught my attention. And I'm just wondering if any of you out there know who this artist is. It's a famous local San Francisco artist. Anyone? No, no take. Oh, yeah.
Gans?
Is it Gans? No, it's not Gans. Close though. This is actually by an artist named Dolly. Has anyone heard of Dolly? No. Yes. Okay. So some, yeah. So Dolly is actually not a person. This was a bait and switch. Sorry. But Dolly is a computer program. And what I did is I went to Dolly and I typed into a text box, I said, Mona Lisa looking at her iPhone. Literally exactly that. And 15 seconds later, I got this. A few days later, we were about to launch our new blog post, and we were writing about this new product that we were building and how we built it and all the cool new technology we're using, for engineers, right? And when it came time to announce it, I was thinking that I would go do what I normally did, which is I go on Twitter, go on LinkedIn, write the tweet thread, blah, 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 all of that. And it usually would take me, an hour and a half every time. But this time I said, okay, let me just put this through GPT-3. Have we heard of GPT-3? Yeah, okay. It's this, this other program. And I fed it this blog and I said, write a very, very, very verbatim, very, very, very engaging tweet storm for me. And this is what it came up with. 95% of this was GPT-3. I added a few links, but really that was it. So the reason that I show you all of this is to illustrate that we're on the precipice of having computers that can finally understand humans in our language. And before, we've always had to talk to computers in their language. And so now the question is, what can we build with this technology? And that's the question we ask ourselves every day at MEM. And the answer that we arrived at is, what if we could now build the software equivalent of a human who could process all of the information that you have access to? From the notes that you capture directly inside of MEM, to the emails that you send and receive, to your Slack messages, to your CRM, to your data warehouse, literally everything. Organize it automatically and then proactively surface the most relevant piece of knowledge at any given point in time. And that is what we're building. So if you're a salesperson, as an example, you start writing your sales notes in MEM with, you're talking to a potential client, and we automatically surface the previous interactions that you or anyone on your team have had with them, the things that they had reservations about in the past, information about them, anything that's relevant to them. One way to think about what we're building is, imagine if you had Google search, but instead of for public information, being able to answer questions like, what is Beyonce's birthday? Very important, but for everything that you personally know and everything that is unique to you. Since we launched last year, we, last Q1 of last year, we had 200 monthly active users. And, we've grown pretty quickly to over 7,000 this year. And in terms of, open roles, we're hiring across the board now, primarily in engineering, but we love talking to smart generalists, as Jen likes to call them. And yeah, so if you're interested in what we're working on, if you're interested in building computers that can think and the implications of what that might mean for the world, come talk to me. Thank you.